I just can't handle this right now.
Don't fucking pay.
It feels wrong behind here since it was abandoned. Knowing hundreds of people were hurt and died here.
So what's with the security? This building should be under construction, not under guard.
Point taken. What am I looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn up, eh? What is that doing here, Bagley?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
No, 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 no.
Are you new?
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Copy. Sorry to do this to you.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly? Clan Kelly? Why would gangsters blow up a tech conference?
This is a handoff, do you understand? Kelly's just acting as a supplier.
But who were they meeting? She didn't seem like one of their crew. You think she could be working with Zero there?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, were you able to determine who was controlling the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Typical. The dirty Fed witnessed all of this go down and said nothing.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Excellent. I trust you have some sort of quantum tunnel for me to jump through, Bagley.
Quantum tunnel technology's at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Copy.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That's 0 Day's signature.
Hey, hurry. Got all the delivery.
Huh. This is interesting.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So, 0 Day was effectively using subcontractors to pull off their bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction, but if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police would have been tracking the real bombers and not saying anything about it to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Lord have mercy. Looks like Albion's running the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I never would have thought I would have longed for normal conflicts between police and citizens.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the spider bot will be further in.
Wasn't this on a moment ago?
Anyone else want some of this? Buckley, is that the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any chance you can ID the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm onto it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spider bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? But don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Sod that.
If the police could handle their job, Albion would be necessary. But they can't. Tone is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops are asleep at the wheel. Well, they're not going to be anymore either.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
I got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analyzing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatized police force why you've broken into the station.
All right.
Who's that?
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Secret location? That's interesting. We should go and find out what we can.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Not amused.
Bagley, is there any way in here?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Seems like an appropriate spot for a clandestine group to meet and plan an attack.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Oh my, there's a fully equipped secret bunker down there. Looks like an off-the-books cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Whatever they're working on, let them to the tour and bombing somehow.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Strange bedfellows, Albion and Clan Kelly. But if you think about it, maybe not so strange.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are literally being kidnapped off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
not bragging, but I think I'm doing pretty damn good fighting with DedSec.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Thank you, sir. I think.
Don't let the AI get into your head. He's proud of us, I promise. Well done.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Damn. If he's here in the country, we have a chance of finding him at least. But at the EPC, lad knows what is happening to him over there.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
This look like he could use some dressing up. Nice.
Not just anyone could heroically vandalize a hospital, but you're not just anyone, are you? The people of Lambeth are sure to love this. Well done.
Automate my fucking ass, you pricks!
Keep going.
That's right.
Hell yes.
Drone, cut the recording.
There. Perfect. It's done.
You're done so far as the Imperial War Museum's concerned, but a little less Albion propaganda in Lambeth will go a long way.
Shit, that drone's freaking out!
Bloody brat.
Come on, chill, chill.
You are one.
Yo, that thing's
Lousy
possessed.
maggots.
Fucking arsehole!
Shit, brat. Coward really cheesed off.
4-2, this is Control. An alarm has been activated.
Sweeping the area near the alarm.
Survey the area.
Stay in position. On alert. Don't resist. Just do it. It's already over. Please. I'm innocent. Let's get this over. I didn't even do nothing. This is shite. Fine, all right. I didn't even do nothing. You plan to kill me, just do it. No, please. I'm innocent. Well, this is just fantastic. Fine. Let's get this over with. Please. I'm innocent. Right. I didn't even do nothing. You plan to kill me. Just do it. Shite. All right. Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Shite. I'm listening. I didn't even do nothing. If you plan to kill me, just
Wait!
do it.
Put that down!
What the hell? Please. I'm innocent. Let's get this over with. I didn't even do nothing. Please. I'm innocent. Just you plan to kill me. Just do it. Help me. Shite. Please. I'm innocent. Shite. Let's get this over. I didn't do anything. Fuck yeah.
Miss Norma, right? I'll be out before your shift is up.
Now, where did you go off to? I think they're pissed off. Thank God.
Disturbance. Target malfunctioning.
targets. All units proceed to alarm location. Acknowledge, over.
Searching.
Seems Albion has a surveillance network in Lambeth that makes 1980s East Germany look like present-day East Germany. I'm sure the people of Lambeth will be interested to know just how closely they are being watched.
We've taken care of every Albion target we had in Lambeth. Brilliant. The people have had enough of Albion and are ready to show it. One brave soul has asked to meet to discuss how to rally the borough.
Just like riding a bike.
What the fuck?
Get ready to pay all my fucking hospital bills.
You're one of them DedSec types been giving Albion a pain, right? People in the borough have noticed. That's why I rang you. Figured you'd be interested in giving them one more good swift kick in the bollocks.
Go on.
Them Albion twats have turned one of the city's landmarks into a fucking propaganda machine, and it ain't sitting well with the natives. The eye, well, it's a symbol of London, innit? A symbol for the people. Public, accessible, in the heart of London. But Albion have stamped their mark on the bloody thing. The only thing we see when we look at it now is a symbol of our oppression. Shows it plain to the world too. Bloody drain on the people's morale.
We've disrupted the Albion propaganda machine before. We can do it again. Should be simple enough.
You have to knock out some electronic security first. And for that, you'll need a little summit from one of them barges on the river. Which means clearing the defences on the barge first, of course. But that's a doddle for the likes of you, right?
I'll make it happen.
Well, this is exciting. The console on this barge is a control hub for prototype counter-terrorism drones. You can use one to destroy electronic security measures on the wheel.
All suspicious persons shall be flagged for investigation.
These are the only prototype CT drones I've seen, so have fun with these while they last. And I can't imagine Albion will just let you fuck about with their most expensive toys, so be ready for some kind of response.
On quite a show. Look at them sparks fly. That's as good as Guy Fawkes night, that is.
Destroy the remaining electronic security stations, and you'll be able to scrap this propaganda.
You just need to complete a data transfer. Upload a more positive message for the people.
Dispatch, deploying drones to apprehend the suspect.
Now that's a beautiful sight. Think I'm getting teary-eyed over here, seeing the wheel the way it should be. I won't be the only one either.
Seeing the wheel in Albion colours was like seeing someone burn a cross at the Vatican. We couldn't let it stay.
You just said a mouthful, and I doubt the borough would have woke up without you giving us the kick up the arse we needed. Thanks, DedSec.
Too bad when I...
This is going to ignite the people's hopes in Lambeth, team. Albion's going to find it impossible to keep this borough under control. That's a feather in our cap.